Business scams are growing across North America, ranging from stolen data to imposter schemes. Thankfully, there is a new study by the Better Business Bureau that aims to equip businesses with the awareness and tools needed to outpace these scams. Here are some red flags to know about from our interview this afternoon at the Alert Center.
The most important thing is just recognize who you're receiving emails or phone calls from. Often scammers will act as vendors or government entities that are not actually real. And most often they'll try to persuade you into something or make you act urgently.
The 2025 study revealed the average cost of a single data breach for a business was $4.9 million.